the thing is, you're giving all this time to your friends and everything, but you're still sitting here saying, I want to be in a relationship. You can't do both. I mean, you
Right. I
can't
think
party
this
and,
is
and do
like you
both.
have to have a balance. It's a
Yeah.
balance.
So
Compromise
so
equals balance.
right. What's good, MS Nation, man? You already know what time it is. Your boy, Maiah And Shawn.
And it's your girl, Maiah And Shawn.
Man, look, as always, we already promised y'all we're going to continue to do, the car talks. We feel like it's the best thing to do. So without further ado, Ms. Maiah Chanel, can you please tell me what we about to do today?
All right, so guys, this week's topic is compromise. Learning how to compromise in a relationship and what things are compromisable, I guess you would say is the word, or you're non-negotiable, so things like that.
Yeah. So
why don't you kick it off, babe, from the male perspective?
Yeah. So I can kick it off. So I mean, first and foremost, just from a guy's perspective, I mean, you have to have a level of compromise within your relationship. So there are things that you're not going to be able to do anymore, and there are things that you can still do. But the thing is, at the end of the day, in a relationship, you're not going to be happy about every single decision that's made. I mean, but you have to have some type of common ground. So for me, the one thing I can definitely definitely speak to is when it came to for instance, spending more time, right? I was still kind of battling that I still kind of had like that little party bug in me, back in undergrad. I still wanted to hang out with all my boys, all my homegirls, go on these trips and stuff. But the thing is, you're giving all this time to your friends and everything, but you're still sitting here saying, I want to be in a relationship. You can't do both. I mean, you can't.
I think this is like you have to have a balance. It's a balance.
Yeah. So
compromise equals balance.
Right. So it took a long time for me to adjust to. And one of the things I had to come to the realization that, hey, I can't go to every single party. I can go to this party, and then this weekend has to be dedicated to just, Maiah and myself. So we had to kind of map that out. Like, hey, you can go to this party, that's cool, but I'm not going to sit here and all weekend just be stuck in the house and, you're just out, having a whole jolly good time. So it took me a minute to figure out what I had to do. So once we figured that out, I mean, as time progressed and I got a little older, as you can see, I mean, I prefer to just, be in the house now. I mean, I can, hang and chill with my lady, and just talk with her, and, I'm good with that now. So, as time progresses, sometimes you realize that decision you made probably was the best one, and probably is one that you eventually start to like a lot more.
Right. And I think that for me, compromise started with me understanding that everybody is not the same. Like you may have different similarities, but you're still going to be a different person. Like you can't make everybody into like some robot or some build a man or build a woman that you want to be. You have to kind of accept people for who they are. Now, if they're exuding some of your non-negotiables that are against your values and your morals, then those things may not be, compromisable and able to compromise with. But I'm over here jumbling with my words.
Hey man, it happens. The heat is getting to us right now.
I know, but I think just being able to understand that, we're not going to be the same. We're not always going to think the same, but understanding where we can find common ground is the best thing that was for us. Because, for instance, like me, I'm the type of person where I'm like super organized. I'm like, I have everything on schedule, point blank period. Like, I mean, to the dot, to the exact time. But Shawn is not really an on-time person. He's becoming more of an on-time person, but back then it was just like I was frustrated with him all the time because he was just always so late. So that's just one of the things that I learned to be able to compromise on, is I had to tell him 2 hours before the actual time so he'll be on time.
She don't have to do that. She really didn't. It's just sometimes things would happen along the way that made me late. But to speak to what she says is, like, there are certain things that you need to compromise on, right? There are certain things like being timely, being, flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are things that you have to, definitely like come to a common ground on.
Right. And even different things that you like, for instance, some person may want to go out to eat at this certain restaurant one day, but you don't like to eat that type of food. Just try to find different ways for you both to compromise so that you can both do the things that you enjoy. Like, for instance, with Shawn wanting to go to parties, like, I didn't have a problem with him going to parties. Like, that's not the case. It was just that I wanted him to find that balance, like I said, to be able to have fun with his friends, but also be able to make me feel like he wanted to spend time with me. Like, I was like, dang, like, do this boy not want to spend time with me? He always out with his boys. Like, this is not gonna cut it.
Yeah, nah, look, I mean, but also, like, also there are things, and at one point I was being uncompromising, per se, just because before she met me, I really didn't hang out with people like that. So, like, I used to always make that argument,
Mm-hmm.
And I really was not kidding. I was like, yo, like, I really used to be in the crib all the time. Like, I didn't get a chance to hang out like that.
Right, and that came with communication too, because he was telling me these things, but
and she wasn't listening.
I was listening, but I was not understanding because it wasn't like in what I wanted to hear.
Right,
it wasn't
what she wanted to hear,
so
but
just developing communication,
And look, one thing is, y'all have to, like, look at each other's experiences. Sometimes you have to give a little bit to get. If a person's sitting here telling you, hey, look, I am just now finally getting to hang out, I'm just now being able to go to parties and all of that, but you're sitting here telling them, oh, I've been there, done that. You have to look at your experience and look at and look at yours and say, dang, I want him to experience that, because I don't want him to feel some type of way later on and feel like, okay, he's in his 40s and he has to try to catch up and do what he did in his 20s. You don't want no kind of dude or woman like that. You want to be able to, y'all both want to stay well aligned with one another. So, that's one of those points I feel like you should definitely take into fact whenever you're having a conversation with one another. But I want to say the last point I want to make, though, is there are things that you cannot compromise on.
Yeah.
You as a person, you as a human being, who you are, like, there are things that, you want a person to challenge you on to make you better, but then there are things that they just can't take away from you.
Right.
So when you're able to identify what those things are that you're like, I can't bend, I can't fold on these type of, ideals right here, then by all means continue to stand by that. Don't allow someone to change you into something that you're not.
Right.
I mean, I'm becoming more timely because I have to, and also is more conducive to one, what me and Maiah are trying to continue to build, but also what I'm doing professionally as well. So it'll be stupid for me to sit here and be like, oh, nah, I can't do that. No, you can do it because you need to do it, and you will do it.
You have to be willing to change. Like,
right.
You have to be willing to
and you have to challenge yourself. You have to challenge yourself and challenge and challenge your significant other. But so Maiah, is there anything else you want to add before we get up off of here?
Well, I think we made some really good points. Just have strong communication within your relationship. Know your non-negotiables versus things that you need to compromise on within a relationship, and be open to compromising. Understand your partner from their perspective as well, and not just come at it from a one-sided angle. So I think those are really good points to make within a relationship to, building a strong relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. And look, y'all, as always, look, we gonna keep doing this because I like it. You know what I'm saying? Look,
I like these car talks.
We don't even need no script. You know what I'm saying? It's just straight off the domy dome. You know what I'm saying? So, we're just gonna keep coming with it. I mean, this is fun for me, and I'm sure it's fun for for Maiah as well, as she just said. So yeah, just stay tuned.
All right, y'all. So y'all already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit that like button. Comment down below your thoughts on the conversation. Until next time, it's your girl Maiah Chanel.
And it's your boy Maiah Shawn.
And we're gonna see y'all in the next video. Stay tuned for our Vlogmas series, y'all. We're gonna be posting every single day.
I know, it's about to be stupid.
Y'all, this is gonna be so much fun for us. So stay tuned. We're excited to have you a part of the family. If you're new, welcome to the family, and stay tuned for more content. See y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.